right? So please tell me what is if I using the R mode. R mode means what? R mode means
Read mode.
read mode. Or right, W mode means
Write mode.
A mode means
A mode, sir.
append.
Uh,
Append mode.
F,
Append. That means
yes, sir.
append modes.
Append means for correction.
Yes, you can add something in your data. If you adding something in your data, then you can using the append mode,
Append
right?
mode.
Did you see my computer
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Did you see my computer screen? Please take the screenshot. So for text
Yes, sir.
file text file modes, you are using the R for read. If you have binary file, then using the RB. If you write any file, then using the W mode for text. If you have any binary file, then using the WB, right? For writing. Now, if you try to edit or if you adding something, then using the append mode, right? In text file, using the A, and for binary file, using the AB, right? For read and write, you're using the R plus for text file, okay? And for binary file, RB plus for read and write. For write and read, you're using the A plus. Did you understand? Using the what? A plus for read and write. For write and read. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we discuss about the uh, read file, what reading mode. Okay, today discuss about the reading modes. So that's day we have already discussed ki how to open the file, how to open. This is the syntax. At first you declare the file object name, right? At first you declare the file object name. What is the file object? Somojol, hello. What is the file object? File object is a
Yes,
reference,
sir.
na? File object is a reference that I am trying to create for that particular file. That means आप वो particular file के लिए आप एक reference create कर रहे हो, right? Using the reference, you can use in the different modes or different operation, right? So at first write the file object name. You can take any type of names like A, B, C, D, F, G, anything names. Then using the open function, right? Then you using the open function. Just a minute. Mm, you can see I have a text in this. I have a text file, right? Just a minute. I have text file. Okay. So how can I open this text file in my Python code? How can I open? Somojol, can you tell me the code? Somojol?
Sir, that. Yes, sir.
Yes. My
Uh,
file name is triple h.txt.
okay, sir.
So at first you declare the any object file object name, right? Then equal to call the using the open function. Then you open the first bracket and mention the path where your file are exactly there, or exactly here which folder or with drive are there. You are mention that file path. Okay, you can see I am mention that file path, right? Hello, you can see. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I
Yes, sir.
mentioned the file path. So my file will be stored in C drive, user folder, and Karak folder, and in this download folder. And my file name is hhh.txt. Then comma. Then I'm writing. Writing the R. R means what? R means the read mode, right? R means the read mode.
Read mode.
Okay. Now here I'm right. You can see I'm right. Print dot read. Print dot read. That means I'm read that file. Okay. Then after open that file, then it is you should to close that file. If you not close, then your output will be not showing. Okay. Then you should to close that file. How to close? You call that object name, then write dot close function. Then what happened? Then that file will be closed. That means आपने जो फाइल को कॉल किया था वो फाइल को आपने अभी क्लोज कर दिया, right? Now did you close that file? So this is my output. Okay, did you understand? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Somo. Okay,
Yes,
just a
sir.
minute. Hmm. Now, today we discuss about the read and writing modes. Okay, just a minute. I'm edit my file. Then I'm discussing download, download. What is my files are there? TFLH. My file name is the TFLH, right? Yes. This was a TFLH. Just a minute. Now, if I try to run this code, yes, hello world Python. Okay, that means I have text file in my computer and I'm read that file, right? Using the that means I'm open that file in my Python programs. How can you open? Using the open function, you can handle that your text file, right? Okay. Did you see this PowerPoint presentation? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Okay.
I can see.
Okay. So closing file we already discussed it. Closing file. Now we discussed about the reading, about the reading function. Okay, about the reading mode. About the reading mode, we know there are different modes are there, like the reading modes, writing modes, and append. Right? Reading, writing, and append. Yes or no? Hello. So I will
Yes, sir.
discuss walk over the different function that I have right to the respect of read and write. Okay, so I'll discuss in this session, in this class, to walk over the different function that I have I have with the respect of that file and read and write. So let me start with the read function. At first we start the read function. So if you take if you take the word read means what? Read means if you take the word called read, that means I have different, then I have different type of read functions are there. I have different type of read function are there. When I call about the read, when I'm talking about the read, so read function, I have different type of read functions are there. First is the read method, next is the read line, next is the read lines. Read line and read lines. Try to understand. Three defines in this read function. Three different read functions are there. What? Read line, and read lines. Okay. So now at first I'm talking about the read method. What is the read method? So at first discuss the syntax. What is the syntax? Syntax is the file object. File object means what? When you declare the reference, when you declare which reference name, so call that file object, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So I'm call that file object. Suppose my file object name is the f. That's time I'm writing the f, right? F and my programs, my file object is the f. So write the file object dot read and and open the close the bracket and you mention that read n means what? N means if I means inside this n you mention how many character you want to execute, how many character you want to read, how many character you want to read. So in this n you mention that how many character you read. Suppose in this how is my programs, in this text file you can see that what is my text file, yes, in this text file how many character are there in this first line? HELLOWORD. How many character? 1 2 3 4 5 5 6 11 na, total 11. First line total 11 character are there. Yes or no? Hello, you can,
Yes, sir.
okay, you can check it, the 11 characters are there. So now in this n means what? How many character you read. Suppose you read only 5 character, then you mention the read 5. Okay, read 5. So if I mention ki read 5, that means what? That means that means you read first 5 character. Okay, that means you read first 5 byte or 5 character. Did you understand what I'm saying? Did you understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
if you mention that ki how many character, how many byte you read. If you mention. Now, if you not mention, then what happen? Then all the character will be execute. Did you understand what I'm saying? If you not mention, then what happen? Then all the character will be execute. Okay. So here you write the read, then you write the size ki how many character you read. Okay. So that is the this is fast read function. Okay. So you can see I'm using the read. Now if I mention key 5, then what happen? Then first five character will be read. You can see the first 5 character will be executed in my code, right? Huh? Hello? If I mention the 10, that
Yes,
means what?
sir.
That means first 10 byte or 10 character you want to read. You can see hello world. Pace will be also count. If you pace, that pace will be also count as a size. Okay. Next is the next function is the what? Okay. Now, if you not mention the size, then what happen? Then all the character will be execute. Okay. If you not mention. Next is the read line. So what is the difference between the read and read line? What is the difference? Read line means if you use the read line, then what happen? The entire all the entire line you can read. All the entire line you can read. Okay. So if you want to read entire line, I will be using that function that is called the read line. So if I want to read the entire line or whole line characters, then I'm using the read line. So in this text file, you can see if I read the in this entire only first entire line, then I'm using the read line. Did you understand? Did you understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm
Yes,
using the
sir.
yes, then I'm using the read line. Okay? Just a minute. Okay. Now I'm try to using the read line. Read line. Okay. Read line. You can see my entire line will be read, right? Did you understand what is the read line? Hello? Somo?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, repeat
Next
the
is
read
the
line one.
okay, read line is the suppose you can see in this it is my text file na? In this text file I read in my program, right? Or open my program. So how many lines are there? How many line are there in this text file? Hello, Somo?
Yes, sir.
How many line are there in this text file? Two na, two line na. Hello
Two.
world and next line are Python
Yes,
are
sir.
there. So now if you
Yes,
read
sir.
this entire line or fast entire line, then you using the read line function. Okay, did you understand? Did you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you
Yes, sir.
want to read this fast entire line, then I will be using the function that is called the read line. Okay, and you can also specify the number key how many bytes you want to read. Suppose if I here I'm specify the number key 6, I want to read this 6 correct 6 byte, then you can see hello will be execute. You can also specify key how many byte you want to execute or you want to read in your read line function. Okay, you can see this is the also another example are there. So using the line is the object name, then I'm using the f dot read line. When you call that line, then the entire line will be execute. But here you can see the while are using na, while function are using, right? While loop are using. Okay, So here you can, in this according to this code, according to this code, you are using the while loop. While line is the object name. Then the I'm putting the condition line not equal to the, I'm putting the condition. You are also using the while loop in your when you read the file. You are also using the while loop. Okay, so that is the function of the read line. Did you understand, Somo? Did you understand about the read line? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the read
Yes.
lines. Coming to the read lines. So what is the difference between the read line and read lines? So difference is the when you read the multiple line, when I want to read the multiple line, that time I am using the read lines. Did you understand what I'm saying? When
Yes.
I want to read the multiple line, if you're using only read, then you can only read the only one or only one entire line. But when I read the multiple lines, so that time I'm using the read lines method or read lines function. So read lines method will be return the list of the string is a separate by the n. Okay, so read lines can be used to the read entire of the file. That means आपका जो फाइल में जो पूरा जो एंटायर जो कैरेक्टर रहेगा सब प्रिंट हो जाएगा इफ यूजिंग द रीड लाइंस. Okay, if you use the read lines, so you can see in this text file I have how many lines are there? Two lines, na? Two lines are there. So if I using the read lines, then entire character will be read. So let's see the example. If I using the read lines, and what happened? Okay, you can see the hello world and Python, right? Both are execute, right? And it will be divided by the /n, right? It will divide by the /n for the next line. Did you understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you're using the read lines, then you can read the multiple lines. So that is the function of the read line and read lines. So if you're using the read, then you can mention that key how many character or how many byte you want to read. If you're using the read line, then what happen? If you use a read line, then you can read the entire line. If you're using the read lines, then you can read the multiple lines or entire whole character you can read using the read lines. Okay, and it is each separated by the /n for the next line. Please tell me, did you understand or not? Any doubt? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay. You can see I am using the read lines, right? In this another example are there. Then in this program the two in this file two lines are there, hello world and welcome to the Python, right? So hello world and it will be divided by the /n. /n means the next line. Next line is the hello to welcome to the Pythons. So using the read lines, you can read the multiple line. Next is the writing to a text file. Next is the writing. Writing means what? Writing means, so I have two writing function. I have two writing function. I have two writing function. The two type of writing function are there: write method and write lines method. Write method and write lines. Okay, write method and write lines. Try to understand. Write method and write lines method. Okay, so I have two write function: write method and write lines method. So just a minute. Okay. So what is the write method? What is the write method? What is the write method? So when you write write the string, when you write the string value, so that time you are using the right method. That time you're using the right method. Did you understand what I'm saying? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay. So
Yes,
that
sir.
time I'm using the right method. Okay. So let's see. Suppose, just a minute. What is my code? Yes. So now I using the right method. So here I'm writing a W. W means the right method. And first is the which method? First is the right. First is the right. Right. Then here you can mention the string or pass in this parameter. You can pass the string. That means which string you want to write there. Did you understand what I'm saying? That means that means in this parameter I have to store the string inside the variable. That means आपका variable जो variable का inside this variable I can also store the string in this parameter. Suppose my string is the another string is the what? Another string is the GPS. The another string. So now if I try to that means oh, here's slash are there. Yes. So you can see the three will be showing na. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happened? So if you pass this parameter string inside, so I have stored this string inside the variable. Okay, inside this variable. That means you can write your file. Now if you not mention this thing, then what happened? Not mention that, then it will be showing the error. It will showing the error. Here you can, here it will should mention the string. It will mention the string. Okay, suppose I'm write key str1, then let's say you are showing, just a minute. Yes, so here you can mention the string. Here you can mention the string. Which string you want to store inside the variable. Okay, suppose I'm write key Suman. Suman is the string, right? So I'm stored the string inside the variable. Okay, do you understand? In this parameter, I'm pass the variable Suman. Okay, I hope you understand. Hello, did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or in this parameter, you can also pass the which value are stored in your file. Which value stored in your file? Wait, do you understand? Suppose I have stored the hello world, right? Hello world. So you can also pass this parameter in the same string. You can also pass this parameter the same string. Two lines are there. Just a minute. Then I mention the slash n. Okay, so you can see I'm write that file, right? I'm write that file. Okay, did you understand? So in this parameter you pass the string. You in this parameter you pass the string. Which string you store in that file? Which string you store in your file? Or you can also pass the parameter another string also, outside string also. Okay, so Somo, did you understand? Somo, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now write right lines method. What is the right lines method? What is the right lines? So for writing a string at time, we using the right method, right? Last time, for only if for writing the only string at a time, then I'm using the right method, right? And it can be used the writing a list, tuple, etc. Anything. Now Python files method, the write lines. So write lines provide the sequence of the string to the file, sequence of the string to the file, if you're using the right lines. So that means all the line will be execute, all the line will be write, which you are stored in your file. Okay, the sequence can be iterable object, the producing the string, typically the list or string. So let's see the example. So whenever we store the right sequence of string, what happen? It will use the right lines or right. So right lines, using the right lines, you can write the entire the character or bytes which you store in your file using the, if you're using the right lines. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
You can see here I'm using the right lines, right? I'm using the right lines. So which I have stored in my file, which I have stored in my file, you using the right lines. Okay, using the right line for the write the multiple lines, for the write the multiple lines. Okay. Okay. So did you understand about that? Hello? Did you understand about the
Yes, sir.
read and write? Read and write? Okay. So next day,
Yes, sir.
the time is the over. Other class are there. So next day we have discussed about the append function. Okay, append function, and other is the binary file. Next we discuss about the binary file, how to read and write, and next we also discuss the append function. Okay. Append function means
Okay,
what?
sir.
Append function means what? Append function means you can add or store the value. Okay, you can add or store the value using the append function. Did you understand what I'm saying? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so bye. Please practice that code. If you please first you create the file, then try to open that file and try to define reading modes, read and write mode. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye, sir.